And now at the end of this month, Gurudev is coming here and giving us a very, very special piece of knowledge. It's called the Vigyan Bhairav. And Vigyan, of course, we all know what it means, science. And Bhairav, if you actually look at the exact translation, it means terror. So it's the science of terror. But it's not that. Bhairav over here means the supreme consciousness, the science of the supreme consciousness. And there is a very beautiful story to it. Would you like to hear the story? Yes. It's a dialogue between Lord Shiva and Parvati. You know, all our scriptures are dialogues between someone and someone else. Yeah? And this is the most amazing thing about Indian spirituality, that questions are encouraged. No other place in the world is anybody allowed to ask any question. Aisa hai. Right? Only over here, only in this culture, since time immemorial, have questions been encouraged? Have questions been, yes, ask a question. And every single epic, every single Mahabharata, Ramayana, you name it, has started because someone asked a question. And here also, Parvati asked the question. Is, what are you doing? You are late for dinner again. This is a little more contemporary version of the Vigyan. Yeah? What is it that you do with your eyes closed? Tell me also. I also want to experience it. I also want to understand it. Tell me so that I can get it, says Parvati to Lord Shiva. And Shiva, in his graciousness, explains it out to her. Like, he explains the different states of consciousness, the different samadhis, and unlike other scriptures that I know of, like I'm not an expert, I know like 4, but but unlike the other scriptures that I have heard of or I know of, this is a technique based scripture. So in the Bhagavad Gita, for example, Krishna tells Arjuna, go meditate. And he assumes that the people who are listening know how to meditate, you know. Right? Even if you look at the Yog Vasishtha, Leela went and sat in some samadhi. And we are like, okay, right, great. How do you do it? Right? Now this is an instruction manual for meditation. And there are 112 techniques that Lord Shiva gives Parvati. 112 of them. Yeah? He gives her one, she doesn't quite get it, he says, okay, doesn't matter, do it like this, okay, doesn't matter, do it like this, okay, doesn't matter, do it like this. And 112 techniques are given. And some of them are little embellishments, little embellishments. Yeah? I don't want to spoil Guruji's surprise, so I'm not going to tell you what they are. Okay? But they are like 1 second, 2 second things that you do which propel you into a state of consciousness you have never been in. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So what happened with us was, one morning we heard in the ashram, Gurudev is calling, he's going to talk about Vigyan Bhairav. ठीक है? We had no idea, I don't even, Dinesh at least knows some Sanskrit. Vigyan Bhairav, ठीक है, चलो जाते हैं, बैठते हैं. And Gurudev started talking and he said, I will be here only for 1 hour. I have got a lot of work to do. And it was 4 hours when we finished. Because every time he would give us the technique, we would go, and then he would, chalo aankhein kholo. He would be like that, chalo aankhein kholo, because the next technique is there. Right? So it would be technique after technique after technique of diving into yourself from various springboards and experiencing that inner state, the 4th state of consciousness, like you have never done it before. Yeah? Now, what is really amazing about this about Vigyan Bhairav is, there used to be this guy called Lakshman Jhu. Yeah, and he was a saint, a recent saint. He took Samadhi in 1991 or 1992, and he's from Kashmir. And he was a proponent of the Vigyan Bhairav. He knew Vigyan Bhairav inside out. In fact, if you check out the internet, you will find photos of him with Maharishi, and he has also met Gurudev. He, of course, meditated and he taught the Vigyan Bhairav to people. And during the entire Muslim invasion of Kashmir, nothing happened to his ashram. The ashram stands till today untouched. Nobody dared go in. That is the Shakti of Vigyan Bhairav. Okay? So, after him, there is nobody left really who can interpret this. It would have been a lost text. Okay, I told you it's a lot of techniques. What I didn't tell you is it is written in a very, very terse format. So, if you read the Bhagavad Gita, for example, you can understand more or less of what's going on. If you read the Yog Vasishta, you think you understand more or less of what. Right? But this one makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's like this conversation between a very loving husband and a very loving wife, and they omit like half the things. You know how, two people married for a very long time, they don't need to complete sentences. It's exactly like that. There is a lot that is left unsaid, a lot that is left just like that, as an exercise to the reader. Remember that? Yeah? 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 5 is 8. 6,782 multiplied by 5,432. Exercise for the reader, Lakshman Ju was one person who was a proponent of the Vigyan Bhairav, and after him, I believe that's only Gurudev who can decode this for us now on the planet. So, what we are about to get in Bombay is something that was not even given to all the ashramites. It was given to just 30 of us, people who have been with him for more than 20 years. Okay? And over here, he has graciously opened it to anybody. So anybody with even a remote interest in spirituality, anybody with even this much want that I want to know what's going on inside, and of course for all of us who desperately want it, right? This is an unmissable opportunity. Even if it's $1 million, see that you are there. Alright? There are 6 human needs. 6 things that all of us need, really. Yeah? And they are in different proportions for everybody. Right? So the first need is called certainty. Your need for certainty. Okay? My father is a perfect example of a person who absolutely needs everything planned 6 years in advance. So if we had to go from here to Lonavala, there would be a checklist of things that would have to be put in the bag, and we would not leave the house before that is done, and we would be there at VT station 2 hours before the train. Okay, so how many of you have this kind of a need? Please put your hands up. That is not putting his hand up, strangely. Yeah, please put your hand up. I want to see the certainty needs. Okay, so you need life to be orderly. There's a place for everything and a thing for every place, right? This is your motto in life. Very good. The very opposite of that is variety. Okay, I am a variety person. I need to know many things. I cannot do just one thing. Okay, so if dad is a person who would plan for 3 months for a vacation, I would say, let's just go and see what happens. Right? How many of you like that? Variety need? So many. Okay. So you want to know more stuff. You are very spontaneous, and variety turns you on. Right? The third need is a very interesting one. It's called significance. Significance is the need for reward or acknowledgement. If you do something, you want people to tell you, that was good. Yes? You want people to pat you on the back. Right? There are people who love to work in the background. They don't want any acknowledgement. There are some people like that. And there are some people who want to be in the foreground, who want to be in the limelight, and who want to be told, that was great. Right? A significance need can also be the need for importance. Right? The need for importance. You need to be felt, you need to feel important and integral part of anything that you are involved in. If you are not involved in that way, you say, "Bhaad mein jaa, mere ko nahi karne aana." Right? How many people? High significance needs? You can be honest. Alright, good. The fourth need is the need for love or connection. The need for love or connection. Okay? What motivates you, what inspires you is the people around you. Most parents function from this need for their children. Right? You feel great when you are loved, when you can give love, and when you can feel connection. So it's not about I am doing it, it's about we are doing it. Okay? A need for love and connection. So how many love and connection needs? Okay? There are many people who say, how many times to tell you I love you? You know, अभी समझना है ना यार, क्या कितनी बार बोल लेगा? Right? This person has a very low need for love and connection. It could be more significance. Right? So one person would need to be told I love you, the other person would need to be told you did a good job. They are two different needs. Do you get it? Make sense? Yes? Okay, so these are the four very basic needs. The fifth need is the need for growth. You want to learn something new. You want to grow in life. You are a person who would learn a new language just for the heck of it. You're not even going to Italy, but you're studying Italian. Yeah? So a need for growth, a need to learn something new. A person who feels that if I slept tonight without learning something new, I have wasted my time. Right? Need to grow. How many growth needs? Very good. And okay, thank you very much. And the sixth need is the need for contribution. You want to give back to society. You want to make a difference. So all those people, all our Yuvacharyas who are involved in the river rejuvenation and the organic farming, and all these people are the people with a need for contribution. Most of our teachers, some of them are significant. Yeah, but most of our teachers and volunteers, in fact the Art of Living as an organization thrives on contribution. We want to make a difference to other people. Right? Okay? Now, find a partner. Name?
Sunny.
Sunny and? Urvashi. Alright. So, all of you have got the significant other in your head? Okay, so now you really don't have to think, okay? Fatak. This process takes 10 seconds. I will tell you what to do. Think of a significant other for you, Rohit. Hopefully. Okay, so think of a significant other, okay? And I'm going to ask you question. You simply answer, but please write it, otherwise you'll forget it. So write it out on your phone, alright? So, Sunny, yeah? On a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is you don't need it at all, and 10 is like really need it, alright? What is her certainty need? What is Urvashi's certainty need according to you? Quick!
10.
10. Okay, just write it. Think of that significant other, alright, and write according to you what is their need. Alright? Okay. What is the next? Variety. What is her variety need?
9.
Got it? Everybody got certainty need and variety need. Okay. What is her significance need?
3.
What is her love and connection need?
9.
What is her growth need?
5.
And what is her need to contribute?
9.
9. Very good. Now Urvashi, I'm going to ask you. You understand what question I'm going to ask you, right? Okay. So now for you, you have to answer your own. Now don't sit and think, is it like 7, 7.2, 7.5? No. Just the first number that comes to your head. Okay, you don't think. This is not an answer you know, this is an answer your unconscious knows. So the first answer that comes you have to say. Alright? Okay? So for all of you, what is your certainty need? Now what is his certainty need?
9.
9. What is his variety need?
5.
5. What is his significance need?
5.
5. What is his love and connection need?
9.
9. What is his growth need?
7.
7. And what is his contribution need?
9.
9. Very good. Did you get it? You have got the needs of your significant other and you have got your own needs, right? Okay. Now let's see how Sunny and Urvashi do. So, if we look at their contribution need, certainty need, it is more or less the same, right? So chances are that your house is a very tidy place, everything is in its place because both of you require everything where it's supposed to be. Your vacations are well planned out, your career is like planned for the next 20 years. Alright? Because both of them are so much on certainty. Right? Now comes the problem. Okay. Sunny wants variety, whereas Urvashi. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, so the other way around. Right. So Urvashi wants variety. So why did you write Sunny and Urvashi like that? Urvashi, Sunny. Right. So Urvashi needs variety at 9, whereas Sunny wants it at 5. So here is a bone of contention, where Urvashi says, let's do this. She said, yaar, chhodna yaar. Okay, so very high chances that if you are having any altercations, if you are having any fights, this is what you are fighting about. Yes? Check it out for yourself also.
Happens with the hotel menu.
Happens with the hotel menu. There you go. So one person wants their dal makhani, butter paneer, and the other fellow says, why don't we try an au gratin? And the other fellow, what is an au gratin? Do you know what is an au gratin? Can you even pronounce it? Right? Okay. Significance. Now both of them don't require too much significance. Right? So they are not after praise. Chances are that both of you like to work in the background. Whatever you do, you don't really like the limelight on you, like it's happening right now. Both of you are quite uncomfortable with, and you could see that when we said, okay, now he has called, now what to do? Okay, we will go. Right? Did you notice that behavior? Okay. So this is a bone of contention. Love and connection, 9 and 9. So they are a very loving couple. Okay, there is a lot of honey and pumpkin and I love you and okay. I'm sure they have at least 20 nicknames for each other. All right. So okay. The growth need is also pretty close, and the contribution need is also pretty close. So for the two of them, without knowing them, I would say that they are quite into Art of Living Seva. Alright, but you don't like coming in the foreground. You would rather organize for some other teachers and get them teach the course, and you do the accounting and the administration.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So do you see how you can find out what's going on in your relationship and just see that over here this is the place where they have problems, if there are problems. Otherwise, the rest of it is fairly well matched. Okay? Is that cool? Yes? Take care of my significance need, please. What is very interesting is that the Vigyan Bhairav takes care of all these needs. Okay? So you are certain that you are going to learn how to meditate better. There is no doubt about this. 100% you are going to learn how to meditate better. Okay? Variety, 112 techniques. I don't think Art of Living has 112 techniques. Right? 112. So if you are the person who, I want to do spiritual shopping, this is a one-stop supermarket. Okay? So 112 techniques. So variety need is taken care of. Yeah? Significance. Significance means reward, achievement. Okay? That is why we have kept the tickets at that rate. Okay? There are many people. Now this is a very interesting thing. If you have a problem, and it is a real problem, it is not, अरे यार girlfriend नहीं है, ठीक है. It's not like, oh my God, girlfriend नहीं. It's a real problem, right? I can't study, I can't focus. My mind is going all over the place. I need to know really how to go deep inside. I have been struggling. Something that is real pain point. Okay? If it's a real pain point for you, would you go for a budget solution or would you go for a premium solution? If there is something really wrong with your body, something that's going wrong, would you go to some doctor because he charges 50 rupees, or would you go to some doctor who really knows his stuff? What would you do? When it is a question of education, would you go to some general Phatti college? Would you send your children there, or would you make sure that they go to the best college possible, regardless of how much it costs? Right? This is the Guru, and he is giving some amazing knowledge, and you should really pay absolutely the highest. I would say the 50,000 rupees or higher. It should not be 50,000 rupees. If you can pay 5 lakh rupees for that one ticket, please pay that. Okay? It's very important that you give like that. You know, we talked about the 4 types of giving. Remember that knowledge sheet? 4 types of giving. The first step of giving is giving of material. When you give materially. When you give materially, it is very important that you give what you miss. You need to give what you miss, otherwise you are not giving. So if you are giving 50,000 rupees and you don't really miss it, then you have not given. You have not given. Do you get what I am saying? When you give so that you miss it. I give you an example. Dinesh and I were in America for almost 7 months. This was about 15 years ago, more than that, 2000, year 2000. We were in America for about 7-8 months. We did DSNs of more than 100 people. We taught courses of 200 people. I mean, it was we went coast to coast and then again coast to coast. The only thing we got out of that trip, materially, was a laptop. Yeah, and this was year 2000. Laptops were not as common as they are now. So it was a Dell laptop, and it was the apple of our eye. Yeah, because we had really worked for it. We really had worked for it. Right? At that time, a friend of ours, very close friend of ours, most of you might know him, Jaggi. Yes, he had been with us for years, and he was one of those very low significance needs type of a person. Constantly, steadfastly there, organizing, administrating, just making sure things worked. And he had been flunking IIT for like 5 years. So finally he cleared. Right, some 7-8 years later he finally cleared. And I really wanted to give him, he just didn't feel it was important. अभी हो गया ना, गुरुदेव के साथ है ना, यही करना है ना, क्या फायदा डिग्री का? But that was his thing. But because I was in his life, कर finally किया. And I really wanted to give him something that was important to me. and what we had was a laptop. So we gave JD the laptop, and of course that meant that I already started planning the next laptop that we would right? But we had no idea how we would get it, right? And so we gave him that laptop, and it was a real thing that we would sincerely miss because a lot of our work was happening on the laptop. Then I went to Dubai, and Dubai had its summer shopping festival. Later I came to know that anytime you go to Dubai, there is a shopping festival. Okay, summer, monsoon, winter, rain, something, whatever. Some adjective shopping festival. So we were staying with this old couple. They had a nice house, nothing great, old South Indian couple. And we were staying with them, and they said, "Oh, it's the Dubai shopping festival. We should go shopping." And I said, "Yes, of course we should." I had $100. Let's go. So we went to this mall, huge mall, and I went to the CD shop in the classical music section. I picked up the Beethoven piano concertos, which I had been wanting the CDs for a very long time, and that was $40. I said, "Okay, done." Like I've still got 1 month to go, $60. So uncle says, "What, one CD? No, that I will buy for you. Go, shop." I went in and picked up Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. One more CD, you know. I was actually juggling between the two consoles. So I come back and he says, "One more CD." And he says, No. You can pick up as many CDs as you want. I'm not talking about this shopping. Shop properly. I said, "Uncle, what do you mean by shop properly?" And he said, "If you don't pick up something really expensive, I'm going to buy the biggest TV possible and you will have to face the customs in India." I said, "You know what? I want a laptop." And that's how I got my second laptop. It was a red Toshiba laptop, a 17-inch screen. Like at that time, I think it had some 1 MB of RAM. It was the fastest machine available at that time. And so what I'm saying is, in this organization, you cannot really give, because Gurudev's mission is to give. So when you give what you really have, you will be amazed at what comes back to you. Okay? But when you need to have that faith and give. And when you give, you need to give so that you miss. So if 10,000 bucks is what you miss, do it in 10,000. But if it's 50,000, then don't do a 10,000 rupee ticket. Pay 50,000 for it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. Am I making sense here? Yes. Okay? Yes? And this you need to convey to people around you. Okay? Yes, we have a 10,000 rupee ticket, but you can take a 50k ticket. Okay? So when there is a 50k ticket available and you can afford it, get it. Don't be conjuice on this. Okay? You know, we want Gurudev to give us the full knowledge. We want Gurudev, you know, Guruji बोलेगा अच्छा 10,000 रुपया वाला blessing भी तो ठीक है क्या? नहीं ना? We want 100% from him. And Guruji, what is the minimum amount of sadhana we should do? Guruji, I want to organize a huge event for you. What is the minimum number of people should I get? We want to do minimum, we want him to do maximum. This is not the way you treat a guru. It has to be the other way around. Gurudev, you do the minimum, we will do the maximum. Yes? Okay? Love and connection. It's a dialogue between a loving husband and wife. Yeah? Unfortunately, they leave out some things, but that's where Guruji comes in. Right? We know this, that when we meditate, we feel such love and such connection with people around us. No? When we have not done our meditation, when we are not feeling too good in our life, we cannot think of other people. Bhikhari comes, hat. Hota hai ki nahi? Right? But when you have done your sadhana, when you have done your meditation, and you see somebody, you really have that feeling. यार इनके लिए कुछ करना चाहिए, something should be done for these people. Agreed? Yes, and I am so proud to say that Bombay has gone out of its way to do it. You know, we have a school in Dharavi, we have these river rejuvenation projects, we have stopped so many farmer suicides. I mean, the list is endless. We have stopped student suicides in Bombay. I mean, so much this city has given through Art of Living back to the city. Right? Because of that love and connection and the need for contribution. Okay? And if the final need is left, the growth need, I don't even have to talk about it. Okay, so here is a program that addresses every single human need. The need of certainty, the need for variety, the need for significance, the need for love and connection, the need for growth, and the need for contribution. Okay? Yes? Good. I already said this out a little bit ago, but I want to reiterate it. When you go to a 5-star hotel for a 5-star meal or a 5-star stay, how much do you pay? How much do you pay? Come on. All of us have gone sometime or the other. 12 to 13,000 bucks a night for a chutku room. But if you are talking about something like that, yeah. You will pay a lot of money, right? And you will also invest a lot of time. You will not go to a 5-star hotel for a dinner and finish it in 16 minutes. Right? Yes? Okay. How about a 5-star body? And that's a very good friend of mine, Lalit. So if you want a 5-star body, then you will need to put in a lot of commitment there, right? If you really want something like that, yeah. And you know what? I'll tell you something. There are many people who are telling me that, Baba, you look so nice when you're a little chubby and fat and cute. But when I'm chubby and little fat and cute, I fall ill too often. And there came a point in life when I decided that the next thing that I want to do as far as illness is concerned is die. From now till the time I die, I don't want to be ill anymore. I am done with that. Ceilings are boring. Right? I've had it. And if it means that I don't have pizza, so be it. If it means that I have to have papaya, which is a fruit that I thought so far to be only good for foot cream, okay, I will do it. And it's so nice to have the nose touch the knee again. Yeah, I have to tell you that I am fighting the battle of the bulge and I'm winning. Okay? And if I can do fitness, anybody can do fitness. Okay? So check me out in December. Right? I might not be like that, I might be a little better. Okay? So when you want a 5-star body, you will need to put in commitment, you will need to follow a diet, you will need to exercise, you will need to give priority to your body. Right? And you get a lot back. Right? One of the things that happens is you can actually do all the things you want to do. Right? Okay? That's the advantage. One of the big advantages. I mean, people turn heads, but people turn heads anyway, so that's not a very important thing. Right? How about a 5-star mind? Would you like a mind like that? Steady, focused, calm, relaxed? What are you willing to give for that? How much time, how much money? Is it really important for you? If it is, why are you looking at budget solutions? If it is really important that you have a calm, relaxed, peaceful mind, then you should be able to put your bank account there and say, take it man, just give this to me. if it's really important. So if a calm, peaceful mind is sincerely a pain point for you and you want to do something about it, go for the premium solutions. When Gurudev is going to be in town and he is the guy who can fix this for us like that, right? Make sure you are there paying a premium price. Do you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Good. 3 things that make people do stuff. The first is love. I love you. Because I love you, I want you to be there. I want you to share in something that's really important for me. Please come. I love you. So you come. Because I don't want to be on this event without you. I want you and me to experience it together. Love. The second is greed. Some people, love doesn't work. You mean you're going to let your wife come to the event and you're not going to come? She's going to know more than you. Is that alright with you? What are you saying? Greed. Don't you want more? Oh, I will do it when Gurudev goes to Delhi to do it. Yeah, but meanwhile you don't know it. How can you sleep? Don't let anybody postpone this. Don't let anybody postpone it. Alright? I have had a family I know cancel their vacation to Maldives to be. They have prepaid the hotel, booked everything, booked their flights, booked everything. I said, you cancel it and you be here. And they have done it. Okay? Appeal to their sense of greed. This is something you need to know, man. And you cannot say, I will do it later. You might die. Alright? Dinesh, why don't you share Balaji's story?
So, how many of you got your highest test results and felt jubilant? How many of you felt? Yeah. So most of the time I was like that, felt like down in the dumps. But I felt tremendously happy when the IIT results came because I was, I cracked JEE. And I was very excited but also very apprehensive because I was very shy and an introvert. So when I got in and ragging happened and all those things happened, there was this friend of mine, Balaji. My roll number was 90110, he was the next roll number, and we hit off very well. He was also South Indian, a little shy, and we really fantastically gelled together, did all the musty, naughty things and studies and whatnot. And unfortunately happened to be the turning point in my second year, and who do you tell it to? Some of you laugh. So I would tell Balaji, very good. Yeah. How we postpone all the good things. So finally, in the 4th year, we did the happiness program or the basic course at that time. And I think this is just the beginning. You have to do the accounts course. It's karoga. The job laga hai. Job is settled ho jao, fir. So we graduated and went on to our jobs. 3-4 months later, we had to come back for the convocation to get the degree. And the seat next to me was empty. So I asked what happened. Where's Balaji? So somebody said, he died. He went into some swimming pool in his office and he died. And that day I was really shattered. I was crushed. I remember that day after the convocation, I went, I registered for the next advanced course because the last words that he said was, मैं settle हो जाऊँ फिर मैं कर लूँगा advanced course. I registered for the next advanced course and I gave a check for Gift is Mine program. I said, good things I will not postpone and I will not take my loved ones for granted. Because those 3-4 months I had not stayed in touch with them. I said, ठीक है, माता जी,
Okay, so yeah, clap, no clap. So don't think you're going to live forever, you're not. And the third is okay. If nothing works, use fear. Use fear. Okay? I will not be responsible if you don't come. Whatever you want. Actually, for the people I know and for the people you know, I don't think we need to even go to fear. Right? It will work with love and greed. Right? Okay? So this is what we can do, and this is what I expect you to do. I want you to do it. Right? If you have any reservations in your heart, how will I do, what can I, chuck them, throw them out. Okay, let me conclude with a with a story of our Mahesh Giriji, who is now what, member of parliament in in Delhi, East Delhi member of parliament. So when the India Against Corruption movement had started, Gurudev had sent many Swamis on Padyatras. So Mahesh Giriji was one of the victims. And he had been told, go do a Padyatra in some place. So he goes there, and there are all these posters, Swamiji is coming, there is a Padyatra, the who's who of that place have been informed, and he's staying with the richest industrialist over there, and the super rich industrialist plus Swamiji arrive in a brand new sexy car to the place where the Padyatra is going to start, and there is Swamiji, there is the guy, and one bored dog. So the industrialist tells Swamiji, अपन बैठ के चलो चुटके निकल जाते हैं अपन, you know. तो Swamiji says, no, गुरुदेव ने बोला है पदयात्रा होना है, हम तो पदयात्रा करेंगे. So that guy says, but Swamiji, who are you going to do a padyatra with? You know, we need, for yatra we need like people, right? He said, ठीक है ना, इतने सारे लोग हैं, हम जाके बात करेंगे. So he went and told the next person, he said, चलो सबको गले लगा के चलो देश को बचाओ. Some slogan he made up on the someone even asked, देश को क्या हो गया? देश को बचाओ, सबको गले लगाओ, ऐसे कुछ तो. Something Swamiji cooked up at that. And come with me, and hugging people, and very soon people saw him coming. They would cross the road, you know. And this guy is getting more and more embarrassed. Swamiji, what are you doing? Swamiji, what are you doing? Swamiji, behave yourself. You know? And Swamiji is relentless, right? He just finally says, ये तो नहीं चल रहा है. He goes into a shop. इधर तो एक ही entry है ना, बाहर कहाँ जाएंगे? So there is this big shop, and there are people shopping, and he goes inside and says, चलो हमारे साथ चलो, हमारे साथ चलो, हमारे साथ. And that industrialist gets really upset, and he says, Swamiji, what are you doing? आपको शर्म नहीं आती है? ऐसे करने से आपको शर्म नहीं आती है? He said. And Swamiji turned around to him and said, अच्छा मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? हमारे देश को करप्शन से बचाने की बात कर रहा हूँ. मैं क्या पूछ रहा हूँ? हमारे साथ चलो, लोग को गले लगाओ. यही तो बोल रहा हूँ ना. ये अच्छी बात है कि बुरी बात है, मुझे बताओ. अच्छी बात है ना. तो अच्छी बात करने में शर्म कैसे? बोले जब वो टेररिस्ट एयरपोर्ट को उड़ा देते हैं, या मर्डरर कोई किसी को मार डालता है, या कोई आदमी कोई औरत को रेप करता है, या कोई बच्चे को किडनैप करते हैं, तब उनको शर्म आती है. जब ये बुरे लोग ऐसे गंदे 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 काम करते हैं और उनको कोई शर्म नहीं आती, तो हम अच्छे लोग कोई अच्छा काम करें, उसमें हमें शर्माना क्या? आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग कम्युनिटी. किसी ने कुछ बोला था, someone had asked Gurudev about this. Gurudev, is art of living a business? And Gurudev says, yes, it is a business. We are in the business of doing seva. Okay? So we are a business. We intend to make a profit, but we are good people, and so we use the profit for good cause. So please don't feel any sort of hesitation in going out there and telling people that this is something fantastic. You need to be there. You need to be there because I love you. You need to be there, love. You need to be there because if you don't be there, you're going to miss out on an experience of a lifetime. You need to be there, my dear. Right? And yes, this is what it costs. It costs 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 or 50,000. Right? And I know you can give 50,000, so don't even think 10,000. Right? Come on, get online and pay that money. So please help each other. Help each other in their own life goals. Help each other in their community goal. And let's really move together and make this event a success beyond all expectations. Yes? Yes. Everybody with me? Yes. Yes? Yes. Everybody with each other? Yes. Not with me or you. Okay. So along with us, I think around 30 or 40 people are coming in from Bangalore. At least 25-30 people are coming in from Delhi at present count. We know 2 friends from America who are coming down and 3 friends from Europe and 4 people from Dubai. These are the people we have told, we know that they are coming. Of course, there will be many, many more. Yeah. So I am saying that if you just live in Goregaon, maybe it's a good idea to find your way to the NSCI Dome on the 28th. Okay, along with all your friends and family, every single person you can think of. And I hope that you know more about what Vigyan Bhairav is and how important it is and what a gift it is for the city of Bombay. Okay, there are only going to be 5,500 souls in that auditorium out of a city of crores of people. But those 5,500 people meditating over there with Gurudev, I think is going to make a transformation into the lives of all those crores of people. So please be there and be there with all the people you care for. Jai Gurudev, good night.